Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. Let's just get right on down to the nitty-gritty and talk about something that needs to be addressed a lot sooner than it does later. We've seen all this devastation. We've seen what Hurricane Milton did in Florida, what Hurricane Helene did from Florida all the way into Tennessee and Kentucky and Virginia and West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, all those states. We've seen all of this destruction, all of these lives lost. Yet nothing seems to be done about the culprit. Now we have all this flooding in Texas. I just saw a news stream out of Texas from a news reporter showing someone's, I don't know if it was a camera on a home or an individual took the video, but it was a wall of water. Looked like a giant wave, like a tsunami, not a great big one, but a tsunami of water coming down the river. The width of the river plus additional width coming through, snapping trees, pushing debris, pushing trash, pushing homes. Saw homes floating down the river, and this is in Texas. Well, folks, you know, it's kind of something that needs to be addressed, and that's all this modification that's going on up at high altitudes that's causing these severe storms, all the large hail, all the tornadoes, all the instability in the weather. This stuff, folks, is being created. It's being engineered. And I've got to be careful how I word this. I'm going to be using the phonetic alphabet when we talk about this. But, you know, the loser in all of this is the people. Meanwhile, whatever the purpose behind this engineering of our atmosphere, you got to be careful here. Meanwhile, whatever they're experimenting with, trying to manipulate, create, or destroy, is nothing but hurting the people, because the banks are not being hurt, the insurance companies are not being hurt. It's the people, with loss of property, loss of cars, loss of businesses, and loss of lives. Yet the banks that hold the mortgages come out unscathed. The insurance companies taking money from people for years and don't pay out. They're walking away with a landfall of cash. Meanwhile, people in good faith take out a loan, they pay their insurance, and when something like this is engineered, no one is held accountable. And it all falls back on the people. So, folks, I think it's time, if these lunatics think they can sue the gun manufacturers for the guns supposedly killing people whenever that trigger's pulled, they're not holding the individual responsible. They're going after the manufacturer of the boomsticks. So we've got to, I guess we need to step up and start holding these pilots accountable and start some lawsuits on these pilots that are flying these planes and these companies that are spraying it, to find out who the root of the evil is coming from that's wanting all this engineering and destruction to take place so that somebody's pockets can get lined, whether it's a politician or the politician's family or a campaign donor or some of their family reaping benefits off of the notion that the Charlie, Lima, Indigo, Mike, Alpha, Tango, Echo, and then add the word change onto the end of it, is being created to make people think that it's a real thing when it's not. Now, we're having a lot of rain right now. It's just continuing to rain. We've got a tropical storm, tropical depression, whatever you want to call it, that's come up from Charleston and just come up, and now it's sitting over and stalled out, it looks like, over Fayetteville. And this is the same thing that it done with Helene. It hit the Gulf Coast there in northern Florida and came up through Georgia and South Carolina, and then stalled out and dumped 30 inches of rain over the mountains. Now, this is nowhere near the size of Hurricane Helene. However, it's doing the very same thing and covering about the same distance from the place it hit landfall and moving up into area and just soaking it. So the question is why are they doing this? And the reason I say why are they doing this is, I may have told you in one of the prior videos, we were at the lake over the 4th. We had not had any spraying for about 2 weeks. And I noticed when we were on the lake, we were on Lake Tillery down at Mount Gilead, North Carolina, near Norwood. And I just happened to notice they were at it again, spraying. And I thought to myself, here it is Friday, about Sunday, we're going to get some weather. Sure enough, here we go. Right after church, this thing started. And it's just a continual drizzle. It's not a heavy rain. There is absolutely no wind. I'm going to tell you, there is no wind at all, really. You might have just a little old flutter of air movement, but it's not enough to do anything as far as moving the clouds. There seems to be no upper level winds. I can't see anything but a gray carpet out here, and that's it. So folks, I think it's time we need to find somebody in our viewing community here that might be familiar with how we can go after some of these people, because this stuff's killing our aquatic life. It's contaminating our water. It's contaminating our soil. It's making people sick. And these big storms they're creating with this is killing people, destroying property, destroying businesses, destroying people financially, just no end to it. And we've seen it firsthand here in western North Carolina. So folks, I just wanted to leave you with that and let you know what I think is going on. And I'm sure a bunch of you thinking the same way I am, that all this stuff is engineered and they're using the people to make, to just destroy them financially. I don't know what the reasoning behind this is, but this stuff's got to stop, and it's got to stop now. Thanks for watching today here on Deep River Farm, and y'all have a blessed day, and pray for those folks in Texas. It looks like there's been a lot of people missing, especially out of a girls' camp, ages 7 to 17. And we did post on Deep River Farm on the home page on the post the pictures of those little children that are missing at the camp. So you folks pray for those girls, those families, and the rescuers, that they may be found safe, but it's not looking good. Thank you. Have a blessed day.